to episode 10 of Rolls of Fate. Our hunters have quite the interesting mystery on their hands. Will they be able to stop the succubus before she claims even more lives? Or will they become her latest victims? Guess you'll just have to find out.
So, it's still kind of late at night after that first time you saw the creature, or you didn't see the creature, but after the first day you have investigated the creature. And Seuss is up in their room thinking about whether or not they actually want to do this. They're sitting at their laptop and they have email open. And they have it sent to someone they haven't talked to in probably years. And they start typing the message. And they start with, "Dear my brother." And then they erase that and they say, "Dear my brother from another mother." And in parentheses, "You remember that nickname, yeah? I probably had some better ones, but this is the first one I thought of." End parentheses. And then they continue on with, "I know it's been a while. I haven't seen you since Mom died, and we probably haven't talked in about that amount of time either, but I'm thinking I want to reconnect with people in my life, starting with you. I would like to extend an invitation for," and then they erase that because that sounds too formal, and they say, "I would love it if you could come over for a bit. You know, I moved after Mom died, so it made it a little hard, but here's the address," and they give the address, and they type, "I don't even know if you still use this email, but just so you know, I'm thinking of you, I miss you, and I hope you're doing well." And they sign it off with Seuss Mora and their phone number, and then they slash them. And they kind of hesitate for a second, and they reread the email a couple times, and then they press send. And they kind of feel very happy and kind of excited and really hopeful that he responds in some capacity. And that is the scene.
Interesting.
It's just Sue sending an email.
Yep.
Now I have to decide what I want to do next. I have an idea of what scene I want to do next.
Do we need to mute again?
No, it involves you.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the first scene that I have planned, or one of the scenes that I have planned. I'm gonna do it with Briar because I can.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so Briar, you've been asleep for probably a good 6 hours, so it's about 10 a.m. And you kind of like wake up a little bit, and you can tell there is somebody else in your room.
He's just real tired. He's just like, he opens his eyes. He's like, what?
You see Bo kind of looking at Noella, and he looks kind of like simultaneously like kind of sad and relieved.
Is Noella still asleep, or is she awake
she's
at this
asleep.
point?
She's asleep.
I kind of like, I want to sit up without waking her up,
You cannot,
if at all possible.
You cannot do that because Noella is like sleeping on one of your arms.
Ah, I see. Okay.
You are stuck underneath the weight of a 5-year-old who weighs like 30 pounds.
Okay, I accept this. I'll just, like, very quietly, as to not wake her up, just be like, morning.
Morning. I just wanted to check and make sure you got her.
Yeah, she's safe.
She's horrible.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go.
Okay, love you, Bo.
Love you too, Brian. And then he kind of leans forward and just plants a little kiss on Noella's forehead before heading to the door and leaving. Is there anything you want to do?
Does Briar like have a clock that you can see? Does he know what time it is?
Yeah, you can see that it's probably about 10:30.
He wants to get up, but he also does not want to wake the child. So he's kind of just laying there, just kind of like holding her, being like, how do I do this?
You actually hear a knock at the door. The front door, not your door, but the front door. And you don't hear anyone moving around. Because I do believe I said 9 a.m. to meet at the police station, so everyone's already gone. Except for Grandma Joan, but she's probably off doing farm stuff, so.
Does the knock wake the child, or is the child still asleep?
She kind of moves a little bit, and like, go ahead and roll 1d6 for me.
Okay. I mean, this barely changes what I'm going to do, but...
We'll see. She actually rolls off your arm a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was gonna if she hadn't rolled off my arm, I was just gonna pick her up and, like, just be like, okay, guess we're getting the door. But if he can get up without waking... Actually, no. He is too terrified. Well, he's, like, sitting there now just being like, don't want to let her out of my sight.
Another
but
knock
also,
at the door.
he picks her up and takes her with, because he's like, I cannot let her out of my sight.
Okay. So you
So I
go
like
up.
very carefully picks her up as to not like wake her if possible.
She kind of goes, just a little bit. Little tiny grown baby.
He kind of just like pets her hair as he's like walking over to the door, and he gets to the door. He has an armful of child, but he has one hand free, I assume.
Okay. Martin is at the door, and he is holding a cream-colored cat, and he's just like, I don't know what happened, but, this cat was in my car, and when I opened my car, it just started walking, and it walked all the way over here.
I mean, we have a lot of strays. They kind of just show up here. If Zeus doesn't bring them, I guess we can take it in. He's like speaking very quietly,
At
just
this
not.
point, actually, Noella wakes up and she kind of looks around and she's like, what? And she sees the cat in Martin's arms and she just yells, Cream Puff!
Oh,
And like starts trying to get out of your arms.
like, oh, no. I just bring her closer so that she can take the cat from Martin.
Martin kind of hands her the cat and the cat immediately starts purring. And she's like, Cream Puff, I was wondering where you went.
Oh, this is your cat?
Mm-hmm. His name
That's-
is Cream Puff.
That's cute. And like Ryder's just like, how did it get in Martin's car? We took Grandma Jones' car. Okay, whatever. This is fine.
The lore keeper did not forget that. Totally not. Don't worry about it. And Noelle's just like, he always finds me. I love him a lot.
That's good. Martin, do you want to come in for like coffee or something? Or you're probably busy. You probably have work to do. Sorry.
I gotta get the report from Sylvia. Apparently some shit's gone down while we were gone.
Oh, yikes. Well, I hope you're able to take care of that if you need my help.
Evie and Moss are involved, and then some new guy. Not quite sure where he came from. They were just at the. I think they're down at the station right now, figuring stuff out. If you want to come.
And Briar kind of just like makes a small face because he's like, I don't want to leave the sister, but also like he's like, well, this is my job.
Noella baps your face, and she's like, "It's important you go."
Okay. And then he's like, okay. Okay. I'll be there in a bit.
I have cream puff. I will be good.
Okay, but I should still feed you before I go.
Okay.
And he kind of just like looks at Martin and is like, I'll get there as soon as I can.
All right, I'll see you in a bit.
Bye.
Bye. And he heads off back to the
Briar
sheriff.
closes the door and is now going into the kitchen and is going to try to figure out how and what to feed a 5-year-old.
You will eventually figure that out, but for now we're gonna switch to the sheriff's station, where literally everybody
God.
else is. So
Okay.
at the sheriff's station we have Evie, Moss, and Wolf, and then we have Sylvia and Oliver. So what are you guys doing? You guys are probably set up in the meeting room. Sylvia probably got y'all in there and then closing the blinds. Oliver's probably at the desk in case anyone comes in.
Wolf is absolutely like, he has the chair backwards and is just sitting in it backwards, but like facing everyone else.
I see. Yep. Okay. What are the other two of you doing?
Moss is just sitting there, silent, till someone asks them questions.
Evie is on her phone.
Okay. Sylvia kind of like, all right. So what do we know so far?
Well, whoever we're looking for, killed 2 people already? Is that what? Do I got that right?
Yeah, I think so. At least 2. I'm hoping not more, but we'll see.
And we can't tell how long that one was in the car, because
Considering when she killed Andrew, he just kind of became like a mummy, basically.
This creature mummifies people.
Yeah, she like
a
what
creature?
I can tell, she like sucks out the life force of him. It's not very good. So
And you guys don't really seem too surprised by any. Is this normal to you guys?
Pretty much.
yeah, is this not normal to you?
I know. This is normal to me. I just figured it wouldn't be to you, because that's not. But I mean, this makes things easier.
Wolf.
Yeah.
Shh.
I like that. Okay, and Sylvia's like, okay, so we know that she. Kind of assuming that it's a she. I mean, that's what Bartholomew said. So she convinced Andrew to take her back to his house, and then she sucked out his life force somehow and killed him.
Pretty much. That's what we've gathered.
She has like a pen and she's tapping it to her forehead like I'm doing
Yeah,
right this
this
second.
is absolutely not a human. That's pretty much established.
Yeah, but I mean...
Bitch mummifies people, so.
Yeah, but I mean, like, half of us in this room aren't human, so there's that too.
What? What?
Huh?
What?
Oh, fuck. Alright.
Huh?
Sorry, nothing.
All right. Okay. All right.
Don't worry about it, you'll figure it out.
Alright.
Okay.
We
Anyway.
got a woman who manipulates people somehow, maybe via mind control, and then sucks out their life force and kills them. What does that sound like?
See, the life force thing. I don't know.
Well, that kind of thing would make me think like some kind of vampire situation, but doesn't. I don't feel like
I
she.
don't think so. I don't
feel
think
like-
it's a vampire.
I don't feel like she fits the other criteria. What the other two you think?
I'm gonna be honest, I have no fucking clue. I haven't dealt with this type of creature before. I did not get this in my training. Fuck.
What kind of creatures have you dealt with?
Well, a werewolf is kind of the only thing I dealt with in person. Everything else was kind of talked about in training, but if this was talked about, I don't remember it.
She looks a little bit awkward, and she's like, "All right,
Yeah, I feel a little bad about lying about, he kind of like points to his eyes, like, I figured, saying, oh yeah, it was a werewolf. That's kind of not something most people would just believe. So,
well, so long as it wasn't an alpha or anything like that, you should be fine."
Lost the eye, but everything else fine, as far as they could tell.
Cool, because I would want another one of those on my plate. At this
Alright.
point, Martin comes in and he's like, what do we got so far?
Creature that steals people's life forces and mummifies them. That's pretty much what we got.
Oh, alright then.
Sounds like a fucking demon.
Apparently. There are demons, like...
Oh.
I don't know if there are demons, actually. I haven't really dealt with that, but I've...
I mean, at this point,
You could
I
tell me.
wouldn't doubt that there are demons at this point, considering all the shit that's happened.
Well, if there are demons, then there would be angels and all that other shit that goes along with those.
Honestly, is it that far-fetched?
No?
Yeah, then we shouldn't really say
Ah.
it's not.
He turns to Wolf and he says, I'm Martin, I'm the sheriff around here, and you are? And he holds out his hand.
Howdy, I'm Wolf, and Wolf shakes his hand.
Nice to meet you. I assume you're up to speed?
About as much as I can be, I think.
You're not. Alright, good. So we're dealing with, sounds kinda like a succubus, but I haven't run into one, but, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Wolf just shrugs. He has no fucking clue what's going on.
Of course.
What are you guys considering? It could be a type, maybe, if these things are even real.
Yeah, it could.
So that means we have to be careful, extremely careful.
Well,
Probably.
yeah, we would. So we need to figure out how to kill this thing.
Yeah, we could just lure it somewhere and try and trap it, and then go from there.
Okay, how would we do that?
I'm not sure. We would have to do a bit of research, I guess.
Alright, so I'm gonna do a slight time skip to when Briar is there, because I want Briar in here now.
Okay, Briar's here now. Oh no.
Hey.
He's here
Briar's
now.
here.
He enters the room and he sees a new green-haired person in his group of people.
Does he recognize him from the picture? Is he able to connect that?
I mean, he's probably able to. I would imagine he's like, okay, green hair,
Green
eye
hair,
patch,
patch eye. Oh boy.
eye
Here.
patch.
Evie is
Hi.
staying as far away from
Sorry-
Wolf's
so-
bustle.
Sorry it took me so long to get here.
Yeah, you're all right, Briar.
Briar awkwardly sits down in whatever seat is available.
Okay, so what we got so far is that it's most likely some kind of succubus that sucks the life force out of people. But Evie had a good idea of trying to lure it somewhere, but I don't know how or where.
I mean, yeah, I've never dealt with one of those before. Barely even researched them. I can get on that though. And then he motions. He brought his laptop with him, so he's like, I can start researching right now.
Martin nods and says, "Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea."
All right, so I do that.
Okay, let's have you roll to... You know what? Just give me a plus sharp roll.
And my sharp is, my sharp is 1. Okay. I
7.
mean, it's not terrible.
You kind of look around and nothing really fits the description except for one, blog. And normally if you were to look at this blog, if you were a normal person, you would assume that it's kind of just some crackpot theory and that this guy's trying to tell a story of some kind that's fictional and not actually real. But when you read through it, you can tell that it is real. This person talks about how he ran into some kind of demon, most likely succubus, that came through and ruined his group that he was with. There were 5 of them and now it's down to just him. He goes on to explain that each of his friends got seduced by this demon and were killed. And he was able to resist it, and he says that he has never felt that kind of thing before. He's never felt like romantic or sexual attraction. So he's like, okay, I think that might be why she wasn't able to get me, because I didn't experience that kind of thing, even for this magical creature. And then he goes on to explain that none of their weapons seemed to do anything, and how that was the hardest part. They were able... Actually, no, that's all you get.
Well, that's just fucking great.
What'd you find?
I was only able to find one thing, and I'd like more evidence and stuff, but this is all I can find. But so far, all I've gotten is that no weapons are really effective against it, and unless you just straight up don't feel attraction, you're probably going to get killed by it.
Oh, great.
Fun. Okay, so what the fuck do we do?
It's a good question. We have to find something that'll kill it. The problem with that is the easiest way to find out what will kill it is to attack it.
Yeah. But if we attack it and we fail, at least one of us is probably gonna get killed. And that's not really an option, I'm presuming.
Well, not for most of you, but I would prefer to avoid death for anybody here, so...
Yeah, me too. I don't particularly want any of you to die, except for you. I don't know you yet. She kind of points to Wolf.
And he's just like,
Phoebe, I don't think not knowing someone counts as wanting them dead.
I didn't say I wanted them dead.
Well, you said you didn't want anyone in the room dead except for him, so that kind of makes
I don't know
like
him
you wanted
yet,
dead.
so
Evie.
I don't want him dead specifically.
Okay.
I don't actually want you dead, but I don't care. So
okay.
Martin just kind of sighs.
Alright.
Kind of sighs at the teenage logic. He's like, alright, so what do you guys think would be the best way to lure her somewhere?
Well, fuck, I don't even fucking know. Sorry.
Let's see, she got Andrew from the bar.
well, maybe we could get her from there.
Maybe, but
She was there once. She might go again.
you did mention that she got Tom to get her car, so she's smart enough to know that we're looking. So would she go back to the same place?
Oh, actually, maybe not. She might not go back then. Fuck. Okay. I don't know enough about this bullshit.
I'm not finding enough stuff on the internet, but I know of a couple people who might be able to help.
Oh, thank fuck.
Briar kind of like perks up at that. He's like, more people? Please help.
Well,
Help.
I gotta figure out who would be more helpful, because I don't feel like we would have time to go to both of them. And neither of them would talk to any of you about this stuff unless I was there.
Oh, spooky.
I might have someone I can ask. Just give me a couple minutes. I need to make a phone call. And Wolf gets up and like leaves.
Yeah, go ahead, just be quick.
Yeah. And Wolf goes outside the station, just kind of goes around to the side, and he calls Lilith.
Alright, so you actually have a move for this.
I do?
You deal with the agency, requesting help or gear, or making excuses for a failure. Roll plus sharp. On plus 10, you're good. Your request for gear or personnel is okayed, or your slip-up goes unnoticed. On a 7 to 9, things aren't so great. You might get chewed out by your superiors, and there'll be a fallout, but you get what you need for the job. On a miss, you screwed up. You might be suspended or under investigation, or just in the doghouse. You certainly aren't going to get any help until you sort it all out.
No, is it sharp?
It is sharp, so...
Fuck, I didn't realize I'd actually have to roll for this like that. I should have read my thing.
Rip.
Good luck.
Ah,
Oh, fuck.
Oh, ouch.
Woo, boy.
Can I?
What?
What?
What were you saying?
I don't know.
Just heard them say, "Oh boy."
Oh boy.
Were you gonna? You could.
What can I do?
I just had an.
I mean, no one else can really help me out.
Well,
I'm outside.
no, but
What?
have you gotten back to Lilith about what you found out about Evie?
I mean, all I sent in the report was like that. From last night was just that he seems all right, but he did just find out that half the group was monsters, so he could report that to her.
Yeah.
Being like, is Evie, like, she might be a monster, I'm not sure.
Yeah, actually, I'll have Evie.
Wolf rats him out.
Evie, I want you to roll to help out,
Okay.
which is plus cool.
Mine is it's 0.
So just roll. Give me a straight roll.
Okay. Hell yeah! I got a 6 and a 5.
So that's an 11.
Yeah.
So I do believe that will work just fine. Yeah, you get a plus
Fun.
1. So you roll
So
that
it brings up to 7.
but you do get
Yay.
experience for that terrible roll.
Yay.
So things aren't so great. So,
That is Wolf's first experience point.
yay. You call Lilith. Haven't come up with a fucking voice for her, so yay me. And she summons her and she's like, yes?
Hi Lilith, sorry to call right now. I just, I kinda got roped up in a different group of hunters case, and we're apparently looking for a succubus, we're thinking, and I don't know what to do, and they're not finding a lot of stuff, and I thought maybe you might be able to help. If it means anything, that Evie girl is part of the group, and the one of the other people said that like half the group is monsters. I don't know whether that means that Evie is one. I don't know.
All right. Who else was in this group?
The deputy of the town, I think her name was Sylvia. Some person, I think they said their name was Moss, and then there's Evie. The sheriff just came in, his name's Martin.
Wait. Wait.
What?
Stop. You said Martin?
Yeah?
Can you just give me a brief description, please?
I mean, real tall, like 6 foot, I think. Longish brown hair, kinda like bluish greenish eyes, I think. I mean, I didn't really take a super good look at him. He seemed nice though. Why?
That's good. That's really good. Succubus. What? I don't know.
So far, there was one other person in the group, Briar. They were looking up, trying to find stuff on their computer. They are the one who found out that so far all we know is that no weapons, from what they could tell, really work against the creature, and that only people who like aren't attracted to anyone are kind of like resistant to the creature.
Well then, well, I have some weapons that would help, but they would take too long to arrive. Could unmute and say that.
Send some aromantics our way.
I mean, we have a potentially demi-romantic on the team, so...
It's true. He is demi-romantic. I have decided this.
Nice.
My Martin boy is demi-romantic. Anyway, so, she says, we haven't had much, interaction with us. I will definitely get you some weapons that may help, but they won't arrive in time. I hear there's a way to, summon them, but I'm not quite sure how. I can check with the, librarians, have them pull me up something, and I'll send you the details later.
Thank you so much, Lilith.
Yeah, of
Sorry to
course.
bother again.
Yeah, next time, make sure that not taking my daily nap, please. I'll be in touch.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. And he hangs up and goes back inside.
Daily naps are mood. She's a mood now.
Lilith has a lot.
I love her.
Lilith has a lot on her plate. Leave her alone. Let her take
I
it.
didn't. She's valid.
Wolf feels so bad. He's like, oh
Hey, it could have been worse. You could have
yeah.
not used additional information to help you. You could have been fucked with that roll of 6, and then she would have been like, fuck you.
You would have been like, Lilith, no, I'm sorry.
Like, I was trying to sleep, you motherfucker.
Did I help at all, by the way?
You did because Wolf dropped that information about you
Okay,
and some
cool.
other stuff.
So Wolf would have been a little bit more fucked if I hadn't helped.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, technically Sylvie is the one who dropped the information, but, it was pertaining to Evie.
You still dropped the information about Evie, stuff. So,
Yeah.
you go back in. What are you guys doing? Moss has been very quiet. Not to call you out, but you've been very quiet.
Moss is fucking tired.
Okay.
That's all. I'm paying attention, I swear. I just
know.
have no thoughts. Head empty.
You're valid.
Briar is desperately trying to find any other information and just coming up with nothing and just getting more and more frustrated. So he's just quietly simmering, just looking very pissed off.
Martin's probably looking over your shoulder, trying to see if he spots anything you might not, and he sees Wolf enter back in, and he's like, did you find anything out?
I called my boss, and she said that she would have weapons that could help, but that they won't make it here in time, but that she might know a way to summon the creature. She has to look it up, and she'll be sending the information to me when she gets it.
Okay, we can work with that. What we can do in the meantime is we can set up a place to either summon or lure her to. That would probably be a good thing to do.
Well, the parking lot's usually pretty empty. That might be a good place.
True, but also...
Except, are we going to trap them or murder them?
Well, either way, the parking lot leaves a lot of exits.
Yeah, if we go into the
True.
parking lot, will we have somewhere to keep them?
Don't forget, guys, that you can create places.
What? Oh,
You guys can be like, this place, and I will be like, cool, that place exists now. Just FYI, we don't have to do any preset locations. You can make up your own.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So for future reference, you can make up your locations where stuff would be.
Okay.
Just so long as it makes sense
Yeah, like
to the world.
you can't be like, we're going to the shop that sells enchanted items. That's not allowed.
No, that
They'd be
doesn't
fake
make sense.
enchantments, I promise.
I mean, if what you said was true and the weapons that we have won't really work, we can't really kill it right now. If we could trap it until the weapons have been sent get here, but I don't know how long that'll take or if we could even trap it for that long.
Yeah, we'll have to figure it out, but we have the start of a plan.
It's better than having no plans at all.
I agree. So, how do we want to do this?
I mean, I'd say to wait until the weapons come, but I don't want to risk I don't want to risk anyone else getting hurt. Who knows how many people might get hurt and however long it takes, but
You
I don't-
guys hear a knock at the door, and it swings open, and it's Oliver, and he's on the phone, and he's like, guys, we got another one.
Fuck. Okay. Maybe he just immediately gets up.
so is Briar, and Wolf didn't sit down, so he's already out.
So you guys off?
Yep.
Alright, you guys head over to, let's actually say it's at the bar. You guys head to the bar, which is open during the day because it's a bar and grill.
Yeah.
And you can kind of see that Bartholomew is...
Bartholomew. God.
Yes, my love.
I love him.
With an accidental pun name. He's kind of waiting in the parking lot, and you can see that people are still inside looking nervous.
He kind of waves to him a little bit.
He kind of waves back, and he's like, I really didn't want this to happen, but
Another one?
yeah, and it's inside.
Fuck. Okay.
Guys, come on.
I guess we go inside.
So he kind of leads you to the thing, and Oliver starts, Oliver and Sylvia start walking around and questioning the patrons, and Bartholomew leads you to the back room where they keep the more expensive alcohols.
Yeah,
It's
for a second I thought you were gonna say the morgue. I'd be very concerned.
no, you don't have a morgue in the bar. And Bartholomew kind of opens the door, and you can see someone in one of the Half Moon Grill uniforms, and he's like, I found him this morning. He was working last night, so I found it a little bit suspicious when I didn't find him. I generally hear from people when they've clocked off. I didn't hear from him at all. So when I came in this morning for the late morning shift, I found him back here. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened, and the cameras might have saw something, but it's 8-10 hours worth of video.
Briar's just like, okay, well, someone needs to start looking at the cameras.
Gonna say that?
So he'll I mean, someone needs to start looking at the cameras, I'll do it if no one else.
Yeah. Come this way. And he leads you to his office and sets you up the computer with the thing. And he's like, it'll take a while, but here you are. From what I heard, the bar was locked up, so I'm wondering if it happened shortly after it closed.
And what time would it have been?
It would have been about 2 a.m.
Okay, well that narrows it down a little.
Yeah, but not nearly enough.
Yeah.
Well, since it wasn't locked up yet, what time do people usually lock it up since it closes?
Well, usually not till they leave, and that's normally around 2:30. You know, it's a fire hazard and all to have the building locked up all the time. So
Oh, it was probably around 2 a.m.
yeah, probably. I mean, considering he's still here and the thing was locked, unless they got his keys and decided to lock up after they left.
That's not impossible.
I would say
Yeah, I
check around 2 a.m. first.
Yeah.
All right.
There.
Go ahead and roll investigate a mystery.
Okay. I was gonna say maybe, at first I was thinking maybe I could do some sort of weird thing to like narrow down, but I don't know whether magic mixes well with
Video.
technology. So
I mean,
investigate a
you
mystery,
could-
you said?
Actually, you could roll to use magic to do one thing beyond human limitations, I would say.
Yeah.
Okay, go
Just
ahead.
kind of like have not quite like force of vision, but just be like try and like I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Fuck. Never mind.
All right.
What?
You try.
Ouch.
I will say, yeah, you try, but your head just sort of really hurts, and you take one harm.
Probably like what is back? We've already kind of established what his powers backfire like this. He kind of gets a nosebleed, so he kind of like quickly wipes it away before anyone. If anyone's in the room, he makes sure no one sees it. He's like, okay, guess I'm doing this the traditional way.
Alright, so let's switch back over to the room with all the booze. You're not allowed to take any. You have the sheriff watching you.
Booze room.
The booze room.
Booze room.
Evie, do you go back to the booze room?
Sure.
Alright,
Go back to the booze room.
go ahead.
Booze clues.
Okay, I love it. I like that.
Okay, what am I doing?
So there's the body, and then there's alcohol.
Okay.
You cannot touch the alcohol. If you touch the alcohol that is on the shelves, Martin will be very upset.
Evie's 17, Lindsay.
I don't know if she would drink the booze or not.
I mean, she might fucking try, but she's not going to.
Not with the sheriff in the room.
They're watching her.
Go ahead. If you're taking a look around, roll to investigate a mystery.
Okay. What is that plus?
Sharp.
Again? Oh, fuck. Fuck. Well, that failed miserably.
What was it?
Got a fucking 3.
Oh, a 3 total?
3 total.
You see nothing, but you
Yeah,
do take experience.
Cool.
I also need to mark experience for. Oh wait, did I? No, I didn't.
Rip.
Wait, how many experience should Briar be at? Because he just.
I think you should be at 3?
Okay, yeah, I just marked it from 2 to 3. I just couldn't remember whether I had just, but so that's why I asked.
You're good. I had it on 2 on mine, so yeah, 3. So, Moss, are you gonna investigate a little bit?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's do something.
Yeah, roll to investigate a mystery. So roll plus sharp, and your sharp is a 2, which I think is the best out of everyone. So you have
Yeah.
a -1, a 0, a 1, and a 2.
Yeah, a sharp criminal.
Neat.
Nice.
Not bad.
So, for investigate a mystery, that means you get to hold 1. What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can it hurt? Where did it go? What was it going to do? What is being concealed here? Well, you know what sort of creature it is. You know what it can do. Probably can easily figure out where it went. I don't want to give you another, it left the bar. Because, I mean, that's what it...
Yeah.
I would cry. I would just leave.
Please don't leave. I love you.
I also love you.
Just teasing. I love you guys.
Moss would leave the bar then.
Moss would leave the party. Moss is embarrassed how crappy they've been doing lately.
Oh, baby Moss.
So what happened here? What can it hurt? What was it going to do? What is being concealed here? Would probably be the best ones to the best ones to ask.
I mean, I feel like what was it going to do would just be like kill someone.
Yeah, kill someone.
Unless it has ulterior motives.
Kill
But
someone,
like, I feel like
eat.
it's just feeding.
It's like kill someone,
Yeah.
eat food. Yeah, so that would
What
be
was
that.
the last one?
The last one is what is being concealed here.
That would probably be the best, even though Like, I don't know if any of them would be helpful.
Okay,
But
so-
let's go what's being concealed here.
Alright, so you kind of take a look at the body, and it's kind of gross. And you notice something that you hadn't seen on the other bodies. There's actually like a mark on his neck, and it looks vaguely lip-shaped, but it has these weird lines and like it's clearly like some form of magical mark that was left on his neck.
Interesting.
What color is the mark?
It's kind of like a deep purpley red, like almost kind of a bruisey color, because...
Magical Bruce.
Alright, Briar, you are investigating... Or actually, what's Wolf doing?
Wolf is he doesn't know what to do. He's kind of just standing around. He's like,
Okay. Alright, Briar, you are investigating the tapes, so go ahead and roll Investigate a Mystery for me.
And that's just +1.
Yeah.
Okay, better.
Yeah, 7. So again, 1. What
So
happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can it hurt? Where did it go? What was it going to do? What is being concealed here?
I mean, I'm trying to figure out when or fuck. Oh, where does it go? Because like the cameras might have caught like her leaving, like what direction she left in. So I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah, there's a camera on the porch, a camera on the parking lot, and then a camera that kind of looks over the whole bar. And you see that she came in at about 1:50 and stayed until whomever was there closed up, and then went into the back room and came out, kind of wiped her mouth, and for just a split second you see her face, and this confuses you because it's a face you've seen before.
Excuse me?
It's a face you've seen before. She looks kind of like Valencia, but that doesn't make any sense because Valencia is a ghost.
Out loud, the fuck?
And she exits the bar, and
Pardon the fuck?
she walks across the parking lot, and instead of going towards the road, so the way the bar is the road would be straight out from the door. Instead, she walks to the parking lot and walks towards the woods. She walks.
I mean, we have a face, but pardon
So
the
she
fuck?
walks to the parking lot, and to the left of her would be the road. She walks to the right into the
Ooh.
forest.
Spooky. Okay, so scary succubus lady is going to the woods.
So what do you do?
So I guess Briar gets up and goes and tells everybody like, okay, so wait, what time was it? He wants to say the time.
It was
as well.
1:50. She left around 2:40.
All right. So she came in around 1:50 and didn't leave until 2:40. And when she did, she went into the woods. That's all that I thought. After that, he kind of like wants to pull Martin aside and be like, Martin, I need to talk to you.
Scary ass succubus lady is going into the woods.
Yeah. What's up?
Fuck. Okay.
Oh, what's wrong?
He's like pulling him aside. He's like, I need to in private.
He's coming with you.
I saw her face, and it makes no fucking sense because she looked like Valencia, Martin. Why the fuck did the succubus look like Valencia?
That doesn't make any sense.
I don't even fucking know. Maybe I hallucinated it. Can you come look at the footage?
Yeah, of course. So you show him the footage, and she still looks like Valencia, and you can see on Martin's face that he sees it too, and he's like, what the fuck? This makes no sense.
So we're dealing with a shape-shifting one as well. That's great.
But if she was a shapeshifter, then she would have seen her, which would make this monster over 200 years old.
I mean, that's not that surprising. Succubuses are demons, and with what little I know, they don't exactly have short lifespans.
True. I don't know
And-
what's going on.
Maybe I can try and talk to Valencia in a bit. I kind of have that
Might be good, yeah.
headache. My powers are not agreeing with me right now.
Yeah, don't stress yourself out too much.
Trying.
Good. Let's head back. We gotta figure out what we're doing.
Yeah. And by the way, I just remembered I forgot to say this, but earlier, like when he was leaving the house, he would have texted, Briar would have texted Grandma Joan being like, my sister's in the house alone, could you please come home? or come inside.
Doesn't have a cell phone.
Oh, fuck.
But
Well, then
I will say
So
Seuss
Noelle
was,
is alone.
Seuss was probably
a
upstairs.
cat.
Seuss was probably
Okay.
upstairs and was getting ready to leave for work, so you probably told Seuss, and then Seuss told Grandma Jo.
just wanted to make sure that my child
The
is
child is being watched. Don't worry.
Yes. Okay, you can continue. I just remembered that.
So you guys head back to the others, and Oliver and Sylvia are, they contacted Patrick, and Patrick is there to move the body to the morgue. Do you guys do it?
Well, Briar is kind of just trying to be like, should I talk to Valencia now? But he doesn't want to look like he's talking to himself, but he also can't really leave. Is there like a bathroom in the sheriff's station?
From the sheriff's station, yeah, but you guys are at the bar right this second.
Oh, I thought we were headed back to the sheriff's
I
station.
mean, you guys can head
he's-
back to the sheriff's station, yeah.
Yeah, because like the bar bathroom, there's gonna be other people like
Well, they're gonna
in
close,
there.
They're closing the bar for a bit.
Okay, right before they leave, he's gonna be like, I need to use the bathroom. Just 1 second, I'll be right out.
You run to the bathroom. What do you do?
And he's not. He doesn't need to use the bathroom. He wants to talk to
figured that out.
Valencia.
Figure that out. So you're gonna talk to Valencia?
Yeah, he's kind of just like leaning up against like if it's like a one counter with like a bunch of things, he's kind of just leaning up against the counter and it's like focusing, just being like, Valencia, I need to talk to you.
I am actually gonna have you roll to use magic this time.
Oh no. Okay, that's fine.
Alright, yeah, that's good. Okay, she appears. She's kind of like, yeah, bro?
Have you ever dealt with succubuses before? Because we're trying to deal with one right now, but she looks like you. And I don't know why the fuck that is.
She looks very confused and she's like, I haven't dealt with. She like looks around like she's trying to think. She's, a very long time, but
Did you kill it, or is it still alive?
I would think it would technically be still alive, but that doesn't make any sense.
It's here. It's killing people. How the fuck do we stop it?
It doesn't make any sense at all.
We need to focus right now. How did you stop it before?
Well, we killed it, but
How?
well, we just so long ago. I enchanted Martin's blade. That's what I did. I enchanted his blade.
Wait, Martin said he'd never dealt with one of these things before. He didn't even know if they...
Well, the one.
Fuck, maybe I was wrong.
The one we dealt with was so long ago that it would make sense that he forgot or that he didn't think it would be a problem anymore. I need to think about something. I'll be back. And she disappears.
And so he leaves and looks a little frustrated.
I'm not gonna have anyone comment on that because that would be immature. Anyway, continuing on. So, y'all head back to the sheriff's station. What are y'all doing now?
Briar's just like thinking in his head, like, well, she enchanted the weapon. I know I can do things with my weapons, but that didn't work permanently. How do I find a permanent fix for this? And so he's just like sitting there, just like not talking to anyone, just looking very frustrated and like very deep in thought.
Okay. What are the other three of you doing, technically?
Okay, again, Moss is just sort of like chilling in the background, not really knowing what to do, just sort of waiting for answers. And then they're gonna try and do what they do best, and kill things. Maybe.
I think Wolf is also hanging in the background, just maybe trying to make small talk with Moss, being like, so, you been dealing with this kind of stuff for long?
Not very.
Yeah, me neither.
Great talk. All right, Evie, what are you doing?
I don't know.
I will
Indeed.
say it's been a little bit. Wolf, you get a text message.
Oh,
I check it.
It's from Lilith, and it says, found something that might work, and it's a picture of a sigil. I don't know. For the sigil, it's just a sigil.
That's fine. My boss got back to me. We got a sigil for summoning it. I think that's what this is. I don't know magic. Do any of y'all know what the fuck? And kind of just like shows the sigil on his phone.
Martin looks at it and he's like, okay, it's not what I was thinking, but yeah, I think that'll work.
okay.
So now we just gotta find a good place to trap it. I haven't really been in town much. I don't really know what's around. If anyone knows a good place to try and catch it.
Evie kind of pulls out her phone.
Yeah, you guys got any ideas?
Well, I have one.
Where do you think would work?
The attic.
You gotta be more specific. What attic?
Doesn't talk to you.
You mean, Grandma Jones?
Yes.
Is it really a good idea to summon a demon and summon some grandma's attic?
Martin looks over at Briar and he's like, Evie, I don't think that's a
Yeah,
good
Briar,
idea.
as soon as,
It's not
like,
safe.
Evie said that, he looked up and he was like, nope, like, shaking his head, like, nope.
It's, as good of a place as that would be, it's not a good idea right now. Any other ideas?
Well, we could try the parking lot, or a place in the forest, or several other places that have several other exits.
Well, I want to suggest things, but it's your guys' game.
I don't know the map very well,
man.
so
You guys can
We
make
could
it up.
we could take one of the cages somewhere
have
else
a,
and summon it in it.
We have a map in the lore channel. If you want to take
oh
a
my
peek
god,
at that.
do we?
And don't
Hold on.
forget that you can add new locations to the map.
I know.
Would it be possible to like drag one of the cages to like near the I don't
Hard.
fuck, the only other place I can think of that doesn't really have any exits would be the mine, but that
Oh,
would
we
be
can
a
try the
bad
mine.
idea. It would probably fucking collapse on us.
Well, or it could collapse on them,
Or on all of us.
or on them,
Or on all of us.
or on them.
God damn it, Evie! I shouldn't have fucking suggested that. God damn it.
Well, I thought of it at the same time you did, so.
What do you guys want to do? Moss, do you have any suggestions? And remember, you are allowed 100% to create new locations.
I think Lindsay really wants us to create a new
I
location.
mean, it was either create
Wow,
a
I'll
new
give you
location.
that idea.
Like, my idea was either create a new location or the mine. Those were
Yeah.
my two ideas. So,
I
What
don't.
fucking location would make sense in a town that would be good for catching a succubus?
that's a
Good question.
Strip club.
What? Oh, okay.
The first time.
I barely heard you, but I knew exactly what that was.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
but I don't
Right.
think this town would have fun.
No, it wouldn't. I don't think.
Okay, if you guys can't come up with an idea, the mine would probably be the best bet.
Mine.
If we don't go too far into the mine, we should be able to keep it in there, and if it starts collapsing, we should be able to get out before it can. Maybe.
Let's go to the fucking mine.
Martin Nazi's like,
God, why are you so excited to go to the fucking mine?
I have no idea what goes on in Evie's mind, but
Let's go to the fucking mine, guys.
I do agree that the mine is a good idea. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, let's go.
Y'all headed to the mine?
I guess.
Very excited for literally no reason.
Yeah, so excited to go back to the place where you got kidnapped too and turned into a vampire.
Oh yeah, it must be so exciting.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so exciting. The best thing that Evie wants to happen.
Thank you all so much for listening to episode 10 of Rolls of Fate. I hope you all enjoyed it. Our hunters are gathering more and more information about the succubus, but some of it has only left them with more questions. Why does she look like Valencia? How are they connected? I'm sure we'll figure that out soon enough. Goodbye.